So this is Crucial P3 Plus 2 terabyte. This is a PCIe 4 NVMe M.2 SSD drive, and this is probably the most sold M.2 drive on the internet as of right now. Reason being is that you have plenty of storage. Speeds are pretty good. We're not talking about speeds compared to, I don't know, the top tier Samsung or whatever. They have actually higher tiers too. But when you get all that storage, all that speed and all that stuff and reliability, because of course it's crucial, for a price of under $120, well, at least as of this video recorded on Amazon. I'll leave a link down in the description for everything you see here, so you can check it out yourself. It just makes sense with that price. It literally is the cheapest thing you can find for this quality and this quantity. So let me just take it out of the box. The box is, I don't know how they did that, has some kind of a texture that feels like you're, I don't know, touching a fine leather or something, but it's not leather. It is not leather. And this is like a sticker that you can touch. But let me take it out of the box real quick. Okay, so we should just get a screw and the drive itself. Yep, that's all. And the booklet that we are totally going to read page by page. Yep, Crucial SSD. And in here, don't lose this screw here, because in case you need it for your motherboard. Yep, that's the screw that goes in. Let me open it up. Yeah, that is our drive. It's a one-side elements PCB, meaning there's nothing on the other side. This is really good actually for some of the laptops that don't have a lot of space. And you can place this one because all the memory and all that, the chips are in one side only. It does not come with a heatsink or a heat pad. I might probably install one later, but anyway, that's not part of the point. And the little tiny screw that goes to your motherboard, which I'm not going to use because I have already a few of them there. And in my case, I'm going to take out my Samsung. I have an M.2, but it's only 500 gigs. So that's not enough, not even close to enough. Now, there's a few ways if your M.2 in your motherboard is your drive C or the one with the operating system, right? There's actually, yeah, 3 ways of cloning that data from your main C drive to this one. And I'm going to tell you what they are in a second. But first, I would highly suggest, if you can, only if you can, to do a completely fresh install. It is the best thing you'll ever do, because doing a fresh install on this SSD will give you top-notch everything because you don't have any clutters. But anyway, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to clone my drive C from my computer. Now, method 1 is the one that they provide a software, or you can get the software for free to clone it inside your computer if you have 2 M.2 slots. That's one of the methods. If you don't have 2 M.2 slots, like my motherboard, for example, you will need an external slot for this and leave your drive C inside your motherboard, since if it has only one. And you might want to get one of these guys here. This is made by Orico. It's a USB-C M.2 slot that you can put your drive right here, the M.2 drive, and plug it to your PC via USB. Either you can do it with a USB-A, regular USB-A 3.0, or you can do it directly with a USB-C. That is the second method. Or if you don't have the software and don't want to use it, or you don't want to use your computer at all to clone your drive C, well, then we get to Wavelink. Wavelink has this cloner for M.2s. I will leave links down in the description, as I said. So what you do here, it has its own independent power source. Yes, it comes with a power, so don't worry about that part. You open this one here, and in here you have source and target. So in here, you would put your Windows 10 or 11, whatever your operating system is. Just take it from your computer or laptop, put it here. It comes with these little rubber holders, so it stays here. So this is your source. This is Windows. This is what you already have. Target is the new one. That's where we would put this one now that will receive that information and be cloned too. So it goes from Windows 10 here, becomes a copy of this Windows 10 in here. And this is one of those things that you can use offline. You don't even need a computer at all. You just plug them both here, put the cover up just so you don't bother them. And when you plug it to source, just hold this button right here like that. And these lights will start filling up from one to the last light, slowly, boom, boom, boom. When they're all done, you'll see it blink and then they will stay solid. That means a copy has been done. Just disconnect the power, of course. Don't just yank the drive from here. And you now should have exact copies of both drives. So that is the third method and probably my favorite because it doesn't even require a computer. You don't need to be a technician of any kind. And you can use this one the same way as you would use this Orico one, except you put this one here and read it from your computer. Yes, it has a USB-C that you can plug in right here and you can just go start copying it. Or if you're copying one of these on a computer that does not have M.2 drive slots in it at all, you can still use this one. So you want to plug the power. Of course, you plug the drives in. But in this case, I'm explaining it without having to do an offline clone at all. Just put the two drives here. And inside your computer, they will appear like two USBs. So then you can play with the software if you wish to go that route. And yes, you can plug it either USB-C or USB-A 3.0. And these are the methods. But in my case, I will attempt to use their software and see where that goes. And if that doesn't do a good job, then I'll get back to my Wavelink, because this device is absolutely crucial to have. No pun intended for crucial drives here. So let's go do that. Let's get my PC open and plug them in my PC, because that would be the easiest route. So when you get the little booklet or the user's manual, at the startup part of it, it will give you a web site. That's crucial.com/support/SSD-support. I'll leave a link in the description for that one too. And when you land to this page here, make sure you go to data transfer, as you see right here. Click data transfer and it will land you straight to the bottom of the page. And then here you have either to view the instructions or for how to do it, to exactly do what I'm telling you right here. And you can view instructions for macOS as well, but we're on Windows. And you just click here, Acronis True Image for Crucial download, because you have a Crucial M.2 right now in your computer. And here, right now, as we speak, is 698 megabytes exe file. Click download. After you download it, it is as simple as next, as know that. I don't need to repeat that to you. When it's all installed and done, then you'll have this software right here, Acronis True Image for Crucial, because you're getting it from Crucial here. Now, there is other ways to do it. You can use Mercium, you can use Aomi Backupper. There is other ways. I highly suggest, if you have Crucial, go with Acronis True Image. Don't go with anything else, because this one was meant to do this in the easiest way. And believe me when I say this is the easiest way. Just wait for it to open and load all the drives really quick, and it should open within a few seconds. And here we have it. Here, it actually goes straight up to active disk cloning right here. So you don't need to even go in other options, because it's for Crucial. You click Start Cloning Wizard. Just give it a second to recognize the drives. And in here, it will open this little tiny windows. Go with automatic. I mean, if you're an expert, then yeah, you can go manual and you have full control over everything. Go with automatic. Hit next. Now, in here, we will select the source disk. Source disk is going to be the disk that we want to copy from, meaning the old drive you already had or your old Windows, and then you select it. In my case, for example, it was disk number 3, the 500 gigs Samsung SSD, and this is my source drive, and hit next. Let it reload the drives again really quick, and the next page, sometimes it might take up to 5-6 minutes, so just be patient. Just be patient. And here we choose the destination disk. Now, this is where we select the new Crucial M.2 that we just bought. And as you see, it grays out the one that we already selected, which was our source. And now we go choose Crucial that we put in. And in my case is this one right here, as it says NVMe. This is my new Crucial disk. And these other ones, yeah, have a lot of different terabytes here, but we're not going to talk about that. After you choose your destination, which would be the new Crucial, hit next. But in my case, I'm not going to hit next because I already have it done. But basically, you just have to hit next and it will do everything for you. When you hit this and hit OK, it says that it will repartition and all that, because what it's doing here, it will give you an exact copy of your old drive into the new one. And the beauty of it is that after you transfer, for example, in my case, from a 500 gig to a 2 terabyte, you will have all the rest of the disk actually empty, so you can install new software and transfer files and all that. It will be done automatically. So you don't need to touch anything else after this is completely done. Then you just click OK, turn off your computer completely, then take the new drive and put it in the place of the old drive. And obviously take the old drive out and do whatever you want with the old drive, then you're good to go. But it will start up right on the new drive without you having to do anything else. And it sounds more complicated with words than it actually is in practice. So, but before I let you go, actually, let me do a really quick one. Let me just do the speed test with Blackmagic on the new one that we have. Select target device, and our device is going to be our main, the 1.81, which is the 2 terabyte we just installed, and hit start. Let's just see. Yep, my motherboard is not taking full advantage of this PCIe 4. My motherboard is only a PCIe 3. Yeah, that is a limitation that I'll have to work with, but as you see, this is nowhere near bad. We're almost hitting 3 gigabit per second. That is more than enough for whatever you're doing. But if I had a PCIe 4 motherboard, these speeds would be touching at 5 and sometimes over 5 gigabytes per second. But I'm really happy with it. And as I said, the only limitation here is my own motherboard. So big deal. What can I do about it until I update? Just be patient with it. And with that said, I hope you like this video. I'll leave a link down in the description. This video was not sponsored. And no, Crucial did not send this to me. I bought it with my own money because I noticed this was the most sold M.2 drive almost all over the internet. And I see the reason.